Patsy Morris. I am the chairperson of the Board of Evangelism, Fellowship and Social Outreach Board. Our committee, the committee comprises 6 persons, and we really have 15 ministries under this board. But the pantry service right now, the Pantry Ministry, is what we are focusing on. And I'd like to say that this pantry service at this particular time, particularly since we've had, the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, this particular service has been rendering an enormous, awesome service to the community as well as the church, in that we, on a weekly basis, we have reached out to the church membership, the various boards and organizations in the church, and we have asked them and the families to commit to donating food and personal care items to be given out to members of the church who would have fallen as a result of unemployment at the national level due to all of the unemployment from the COVID-19 pandemic. And so we know that a number of our church members have also been impacted by that large number of unemployment. And so we have asked the church organizations to come forward, and they have donated generously in ensuring that the church is able to meet the needs, assist in meeting the feeding and personal care needs with giving out care packages to our church members as well as to the community. And I think it's a vital role that we're playing as a part of Grandstand Wesley Church, and it's something that I'm a part of, and I'm happy to be a part of that, leading that charge. And I think it's as I said, it's vital, it's important. And I'd like to say that the church members generously came forward and they were willing to do their part in ensuring that we meet that need for the church and the community. And I just want to say I thank them for their generosity, because really and truly it's generosity that is coming in play. And we know that we come to church on a regular basis, and we sit and we listen to sermons. But this is an opportunity for the church now to give back to those who really have a need. And I think Grandstand Wesley is rising to the challenge, and we're doing what we could to ensure that void has been filled.
Hi, my name is Carlos Johnson, and every week we've seen the items increasing, and sometimes we're given funds. And so therefore, over the time, Sister Patsy and I, we have increased. First, we just started out with dry goods like flour, sugar, and rice and grits. And then we saw the need to increase with the gas, and then we also bought personal items like deodorant, and so we put in, and then we included an extra oatmeal and cornflakes. And sometimes we wanted to make a balanced meal, and also we wanted the package to last for a week. So we considered meat, so we get corned beef, weenie sausages, sometimes beans, because Sister Patsy, she was focused on a balanced meal. So we considered beans, and we sit down and we wrote what we wanted. So I said, people want a balance. So sometimes we substitute. If we don't get beans, we want to make sure we have meat. So we make sure we get tuna or corned beef or weenie sausages. So we have that rice, we have that starch, we have the rice. Then we also added tea and Kool-Aid, and then we're also thinking about the children. So we make sure we have tea and drinks, and we want to make sure that they could sweeten the tea or the Kool-Aid with the sugar and then the cream. And sometimes we get toothpaste, sometimes we don't get toothpaste or toothbrushes. And so if you have an idea, if you think there's something else that we should need, the package. And the package is really, really heavy. First time it used to be, some weeks we have to find space in the bag, and we're so thankful to God and that persons have willingly gave. So on behalf of the Social Outreach Committee, we wish to thank all of those who have given in kind who's given monetary, and so we do appreciate all that you've done, and we wish that and pray that you will be blessed. So whatever God has blessed you with, let's utilize it so that we all can go through this and come out and have a testimony.
Okay, personally to me, having just recently been retired and having to stay indoors most of the time, this really offers an opportunity for me to demonstrate that I'm not just sitting around with nothing to do. I find that I find it very rewarding coming out and doing the shopping. It's a little time consuming at times, but it's worth it, because at the end of the day we know that we are participating in feeding people who really have a need, and there's a great need out there. So it gives me a good warm feeling in knowing that I'm making my contribution to what is going on at the national level and bringing it home closer to the church level in the community. And so I feel rewarded. I'm happy to do it. I don't see it as a burden. It's, as I say, time consuming. I enjoy it. And I'm thankful that I'm able to.
Well, growing up, I always tell people things like this was not preached, but you saw it in demonstration. I saw it through my grandmothers and my mother. They would always be doing something. It was so funny that we didn't even know at the level. We used to tease our grandmother that she had an ambassador. She was an ambassador and she had an embassy going on. And when she died, we realized how much she used to give. And my mom would always preach, ask what you could do for your country, not your country to do for you. And even through this, I've included my children that I would carry the plastic bags home. And they know their job is to open the plastic bags. And then somebody's job is to separate the twist ties, and another person's job is to put the Kool-Aid and the tea in the bag so that when we come, we can make our life a little bit easier. And so through this, I'm also demonstrating to them and teaching my children that, hey, no matter what you have or what little you think you have, you can share. No matter, you always have something to share. So I've learned through my parents and my grandmothers, and now I want to teach my children through this.
The Pantry Ministry, it's an ongoing service that we try to ensure that it's continuous, and we just want to thank all of those persons who would have contributed. And since it's a continuous service, we would appreciate if the donations would continue to come in so that we can maintain the service that we're giving, because it's vital at this time.